Yeah, hi everyone. Yes, so in this session, so we are going to continue with this particular business partner here. In the last session, we have discussed about the basics and how it is being differentiated from the ECC to S4HANA. We have just seen very detailed comparison here. Okay, so now as we discussed, we are going to start with the configuration here. So initially, we need to see three configuration, right? So we need to do the business partner role configuration one. We need to do the grouping configuration. Then of course we need to have the number range for this three initial configuration from the business partner from this angle. Okay, from this angle we are going to have. So from the business partner angle we are going to do, because the business partner we need to have a role, we need to have a number range, we need to have a group. So this is what we are going to have here initially. Okay, so then you can able to have this one. Okay, for a role for a vendor master, the number range for this, and for the accounting group here separately. Okay, so this accounting group will be the difference here. Okay, the role you can able to create at the same point. Okay, even the number range also you can create at the same point, but here in this group we need to make it different. Okay, one is a business partner group. Okay, you need to create a business partner group, and second group is, okay, it is normally like an accounting group. We call it as an accounting group. Okay, which will be related to the finance. Okay, from the finance point of view we need to create that. I'll take you there. First you can create this. Okay, first we can create this, then we can go for that. Okay, right. Okay, so let's get into the system. Okay, so here, okay, so let's get into this one. Okay, so let me open. Okay, so the configuration part. Okay, so we have three configuration part, right? Let me open the BP first. Okay, let it be parallelly VB there. Okay, so if we can be able to use this for the comparison. Okay, yes. Okay, let it be there. Okay, so we need three configurations here: the BP role, the accounting group, and the partner here. This is where we are going to create. Okay, this is the first initial configuration we need to do to kick off this business partner. Okay, let's get into the configuration part. Okay, so again the same path here. So SPRO, so reference IMG. Okay, so there you can able to see. Okay, so normally we will think now, okay, so already we have seen the metal master in logistics general. We didn't go to our home folder, right? So this is our home folder, we didn't go there. Okay, always we are wandering here and there. Okay, so now you will be thinking that at least now we will go to our home folder. No, still we are not going into our home folder. Why? Because if it is a vendor master, then there is a chance we can get into our own folder. There is a chance. Okay, but here this is again, it's a complicated one. It's a business partner here. Okay, so this business partner, okay, it was launched. Okay, it was launched here. So it is a combination of a different department. It's a cross application. Means the master, the SD master, the FI master, everyone can able to create that. So we cannot take the ownership for sure. Okay, we cannot take the ownership, that is for sure. So that is what we are doing this one. Okay, yes. And one more thing before we start. Okay, I'll just give you a small information about this. For an example, why this business partner is actually being developed. Okay, actually being developed in the sense, for an example, earlier we have individual T codes, right? Individual T codes, individual departments are working on that one. So meanwhile, one module has been introduced by SAP. Okay, so one module, how we have PP, MM like that. So we have one module called as, okay, MDG. Okay, so how many of you are aware of this one? I'm not sure, because it is not well aware for many people. MDG stands for, it is Master Data Governance. Okay, so master data governance, this is a module here. Okay, so I think no one will aware of this one, even only now it's getting very popular. Earlier it was not aware with everyone, so none of this will be known. That actually why this MDG was developed by SAP is to take care of the master data. All the master data, this master data governance, there is a separate consultant is available, so he will take care of that entirely. Okay, data accuracy, data migration, so data management, uploading, everything this master data governance team will take care. So that is why it was introduced. But until you have a separate T code, you can see you have a separate T code for this, separate T code for this one. So no one will give this option. See, no one needs this one, right? Because every department will take care of that separately. Okay, so there is no need of this particular thing. So when there will be a need, if this all things will be connected with one point, then only it will be needed. So now the SAP has done that one. So because this all things are completely, it was eliminated, and they have given only one centralized solution. Okay, in this one centralized solution, what will happen here? So only one guy can able to operate. Normally, just think logically. Okay, so one module, one T code is there. How all the departments can come and access this one? So we cannot able to have that much of authorization and control. So normally we can do, so we can go with the MDG. So MDG will take care of this one particular T code. Okay, so MDG will be the future for all the master data maintenance. We don't have any chance. Okay, just for your understanding, I'm just saying this, but nearby future. Okay, so very 3 years or 4 years, within 4-5 years, so it will be completely, it will be changed. Okay, completely it will be only MDG. We will be not having any idea about the master data. Everything they will take care. Okay, yes, just for your idea. Yes, so coming back here. Okay, yes. So here, so we are not in the master data. So where we need to go is, so here we have a cross application components. We have an option called cross application components. Here you just want to get into this cross application here. Okay, here you can able to see an option called, okay, SAP business partner. So get into the SAP business partner here. Again, you will be getting a business partner option. Get into that. Okay, so you can able to see an option. Okay, so the basic settings. So get into the basic settings here, and there you can able to see that option. What is our target here? So first, initial configuration, the business partner role, and we should have the grouping and number range. Here you can see the business partner role, the configuration is here, and you can able to see the number range and grouping option is here. Very simple. Okay, so if you have the target and come here in the configuration, it will be very easy, or it will be looks like a maze. Okay, yeah. You can see here the business partner role is there. Let's start with the role. Okay, let's click on this. Okay, yes. So here you have a direct option. You can see define BP roles. Okay, straightly you have an option. See, you just go to this particular here. You can see the screen. You can see that the create BP role. Okay, so you have the option here. So you can clearly understand that. Okay, so here define BP role. Here where we are going to configure that. Okay, let's get into that. Okay, just click on execute. Yes, so you can see a lot of BP roles are there, right? You can see this all the BP roles, because this all comes as a standard. Okay, these all things comes as a standard one. Okay, it's a standard setup here. The BP role is a standard setup. Okay, so in these things you can able to see. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to compare this with this previous thing. Okay, I'm just going to compare this. Okay, for an example. Okay, so I'll just compare this here. Okay, so I'll just make this on the right side. Okay, I'll just keep this on the left side. Yes, you can compare this. Okay, left side you can see the roles. Okay, so you can see all the roles here. Okay, on the right side you can see the business partner actually. So what we need to have, so whatever we configure, that should be reflected in the front end. Okay, that is the aim, right? Yes. So just click on this BP role. So we have lot of BP roles here. So we have lot of BP roles here. You can able to see if anything is matching on here. From the left side to right side, from the left side to right side, if anything is matching here other than this business partner, this is a general role. I told you, right, this is a general role given by SAP as a default. Okay, other than that you can see nothing is matching here. You can see nothing is matching on the left side. Okay, this is the left side, we have an option. On the right side you have nothing matching here. So what it means, so the option for this particular BP role is not coming from this page. It is not coming from this page. Okay, this is something different, but the heading is BP role, right? Why it is not coming? Okay, that is a system standard. Okay, so maybe it is not taking the field to the front. Okay, so don't worry. So what we need to do is, we need to go back and we can try the second option. We have a lot of options, right? Let me try for the second option. Okay, let me see this BP role grouping. Okay, something abnormal here, right? It's BP role grouping. So let's get into that. Okay, let's see this also. Let's see here. Okay, so we have something here. Okay, you can see something here which is available here. You can see this one. Okay, so these all the BP role grouping here. Okay, yes, you can see some BP role grouping here. Okay, so something, and you can able to see that option here. Just click on that. Okay, so you can see this one. So what all the role grouping you have, so on the left side you can see that on the right side here. Okay, so what are the things you have in the left side, you can able to see on the right side here. This means, okay, the thing is coming from this particular role here. Okay, it is coming from this particular role here. Okay, so why we are creating this grouping is very simple. Okay, the role grouping, okay, is nothing but, okay, so we cannot be able to show all the roles here. Okay, so in the role option you can see we have almost, okay, so around 153 roles here. So all the roles I cannot able to show there. Okay, all the roles I cannot able to show there because the user will get confused, and also I cannot able to add one of more roles in the one particular thing. I cannot able to select because I can select only one role in this particular thing. So what I can do is, okay, so here, okay, I can able to make that particular thing. Okay, so I can able to make a group here, and under that group I can assign this role here. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, just go back. Okay, so what is a standard role? Okay, any role you can take that one. For an example, for vendor, you will be having a vendor role here. Yes, you can see the supplier role. You can see the supplier role here. I just copy this. Okay, this is a supplier role. Okay, copy this supplier role here. Okay, what we need to do, just create a grouping here. Okay, just create a group, role grouping. Just execute. Okay, you can see lot of role grouping are there now. So we can create a new role grouping. Okay, just create a new role. Okay, and just give the role name here. Okay, so maybe I'm just giving something. Okay, so maybe, okay, so BP underscore test. Right. Okay, so here I'm just giving, okay, so BP underscore test. I'm giving like that. Okay, so here also I'm giving BP underscore test. Okay, just an understanding. I'm just creating a group. On left side you can see an option. Okay, so to the left side you can see an option, BP role grouping mapping with the BP role here. So we created a group. So under this group, whatever the role I want, I can assign that role here. For just double click on that, you can see I got an empty screen here completely. Okay, so here I can go to the new entry again. Okay, you can go for a new entry because there is nothing here. Okay, just give a new entry here. Okay, and click give the role which you copied. Okay, we just copied one role, right? Give that role here and enter. So what happened? The role has been taken. Okay, the role is not able to show in the front end, but the group is able to show. What I can do, I can take whatever the role I want, I can insert into the group here. So the work is easy. So I can insert multiple roles here. You can see all the multiple roles will be available here. What are the roles I want, I can able to choose the role from here. What are the roles you want? What are the roles you want? Everything you can able to have that. For an example, I want, okay, so supplier financial accounting means the supplier financial information I want to add. I can add this one. Enter. See, what are the roles you want? You can able to add this one. If you have a selection option of a role, you can able to do that one. Okay, you cannot do that one. But in the grouping you can do because you can assign multiple roles into it. So when you select the grouping in this particular area, so you can able to do that. Okay, yes, just save this one. Okay, just save it, so you will get a TR. Okay, so whatever you do, you will be getting a TR here. Okay, yes, just come back. So just come back. So we have BP underscore test here. Okay, yes, there you can see on this one. Okay, yes. So now what we can do, okay, I just go out of this page. Okay, I just go out of this page. Okay, yeah, so let me come in because we don't have any refreshing page there, so we have to go back and come in, so to refresh the page. Okay, let me open the business partner here. Okay, so get into this. Okay, so now I can select the role. So let me check for my role. Okay, okay, so there you can see my role is there. See, okay, it is very clear. Okay, so you can see my role is there, so I just can select that particular role and can be seen here. And also you can able to control this also. Normally we, in terms of controlling this, for example, which are all the views your user should see, or all this controls also we can have here. So if you don't have the technical help, you can do by yourself. For an example, this particular role group, right? For an example, you can go to the right side. Okay, you can go to the right side. There we have the option of hiding here. You can use this hide option to hide that particularly. You don't need any technical help or authorization help for this one. Just you can click on this. Okay, it will be hidden. Whenever you want, you can able to hide. Whenever you want, you can unhide this. Okay, just save this one. Okay, I'll show you that again you need to go back and come. Okay, go back. Okay, get into the business partner again. Okay, so organization. Okay, so now you can check that one, so you cannot see that particular option. See, that is nothing is available. So it is very clear that, okay, so how you want to define, you can able to define. But one thing is the business partner, you have to do some additional configuration comparing with the previous XK01. So we don't have any option because this is what the future is. So we need to go for it. Okay, so now this role grouping and all other things, I think you are clear with this, right? Yes. Now what we are going to do is we are going for the second set of things. Okay, what is the second set? So we want to go with the, okay, number range and grouping, right? So that is the second thing we need to see. You can see the number range and grouping, we have a separate option. We have two more configuration, right? We need to create a group and we need to have that number range done. Then only it can be done. Okay, let me get into that. So you will be having a direct option here. You can see the number range and you can see the grouping and define grouping and assign number range. Here itself you can assign. Okay, so the work is very easy. Okay, so you can see the number ranges here. So already we have seen the number range, also same option you can see here. So I told you, right? So wherever you go to the number range concept will be same. Okay, there won't be any difference at all. Okay, so if you learn the number range for one time, you can do it for any other time. Okay, yes. You can see there are a lot of intervals over there. Okay, so this intervals is very important because the same interval should be matched with the vendor grouping also, because we are going to create an accounting group from the finance point of view in terms of vendor. So there also the same number range should come, or else the business partner and the vendor master will not have the same number. Okay, that we can see that later. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so let's go for the define grouping and assign. So we can directly define. Okay, it's not a bit complicated like a role here. So directly you can create a grouping. You can see, just you can give a codification and you can create a description here. That's it. Okay, it's very simple to create. Okay, so maybe I'll just go for a new entry here directly and you can give a group code. Okay, so any group code or anything you can give. For an example, let me give like okay, so BP so underscore test. Okay, so maybe BP underscore T. Okay, so here I'm giving, okay, BP underscore test and BP underscore test. Okay, yes, and here you can select the number ranges. Okay, so already the number range is available. I don't want to show you again because already we have seen many times. Okay, so just we can select any number range we want. Okay, so this number range and the accounting group, the group again we are going to create from the for the vendor thing, that should be different. Okay, so that we are going to have that anyway. So just we can select anything. If any is not matching there, so we can change this one. Okay, yeah. For an example, okay, so let me go with okay, so 03 something. Okay, 03. Okay, enter. Okay, the setup is ready. That's it. So grouping is ready. So it's not like much complicated, right, role. So you can see you created a grouping and also you assign the number range. So the work is done. Okay, our 3 configuration initial setup is done. Okay, you can save this. Okay, just save it, get a TR. Okay, yes. Okay, our 3 setups already. Okay, so again you can test that. Okay, whether this is available there or not. BP underscore T. So again you can go back and come. Okay, so check it again. So in the business partner. Okay, so in the grouping, check there. Okay, so you'll be having lot of grouping. Here you can see BP underscore test will be there. Okay, yes. Now the syncing is very important. Okay, so now we need to sync this particular thing to the particular thing. Okay, or else what will happen, you cannot be able to sync here. Okay, so now we created the business partner group. Okay, so for this is all things what we have created is, it's a BP grouping. Okay, it's a BP grouping we created. So now we want to create one accounting grouping. Okay, one accounting grouping. Okay, so from the finance point of view. Okay, let me go there. So where we need to go is, just go back. Okay, just go back. Okay, so this first thing is created. Okay, you can see this first thing is okay. We have created a role, we have done the accounting grouping and number range. So this particular thing is done now. This particular thing is done now. So now we are going for mapping the second thing, the accounting group in terms of finance point of view. Okay, so then only this particular grouping will match. Okay, we need to sync that. Okay, let's see that. Okay, so let me close this, all these things. Okay, so maybe some companies the finance will do that one, but anyway, so just take all the opportunity and create by yourself. Okay, okay, so let's close all these things. So let me go to the finance accounting. We are entering into the finance part. Okay, finance accounting. Okay, so there we have the accounts receivable and payable. Okay, commonly we call as receivables. We are the receivables. Sorry, we are the accounts payable department. Okay, because we are paying to the department, right? Both are here. So just get into that. Okay, there you can see the customer account and supplier account. We can get into the supplier account. Okay, get into the supplier account, and there you can see the master datas. Okay, click on the master datas, and there you can see, okay, the preparation of creating a supplier master data. Okay, so preparation. So get into this preparation, and there you can see define accounting groups. Okay, that accounting group is different and this is different. Okay, this is for the supplier master because that is for the business partner. Okay, this is for the supplier master. Okay, this is for the vendor. Okay, just execute that. Here you will be having lot of groups here. Okay, you will be having a standard group. This is all the standard groups. Okay, standard group, it is available in this particular thing. Okay, what you need to do is you can create your own group also. For an example, let me create my own group. Just select any standard one and make a copy. Okay, you can select your own group. Okay, for an example, I'm selecting my group. Maybe I just give some name. Okay, so BP underscore T. Okay, so wherever I just use the same thing, so that is easy for us to remember. Okay, yes, so BP underscore T. Okay, so here I'll just put, okay, so here also BP underscore test. I'll just put like that. Okay, yes, so enter. Okay, you can see it was created. Very simple. So same like the previous thing, how we created an accounting group, same like we are creating the accounting group from the vendor perspective. So that is for the business partner perspective. Okay, we have created that. Okay, just save this one. Okay, we have created that. You can have a number of groups, but now I'm just showing only an example for one group here. Okay, so now we have created one group, right? Here you can see an option called, okay, so assign number range for vendor group. Before that you can see create number range for vendor accounts. You have two options. Okay, so create assign number range and create number range. Okay, so let me go to the create number range and we can find whether the same number range is available here also. No, it is not available. See, you can see we have selected the 3 there, but 3 there is different number. Okay, it is something external number, so it means something is different. Okay, so what we can do is, okay, let me select any number from here. Okay, then we can try to match it. Okay, so what we can do is, okay, okay, maybe I'll just select this 8. Okay, it starts with 600 to 69. Okay, so currently I'm just selecting this. Okay, so then we can compare with that. Then if we have two number ranges equal, then only you will get the number range for the business partner and the vendor master as same, or else what will happen, you will have a separate number range. Okay, yes, let's see that. I will show you that. Okay, so just give this one, select. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so now I'll just go to the assign. Okay, I'll show you how the number will be different also. So just execute here. So here you can see all the number ranges here. So just find your thing. So BP underscore T. So you got this one. Okay, yes. So there is one standard number range is assigned here. Okay, so we can change to some other thing. Okay, so I think, okay, I think this is the number, the same number I just assigned for this previous thing also. I think so, maybe. Okay, I'll just give a different number. We can try, because how this number is getting different, you want to know that. Okay, then we can give a same number. Okay, so I'll just give a number 8. Okay, I'll give a number 8. I'm giving a different number here in this group. Save it. Okay, yes, so we have a different numbers here. So now our, okay, accounting group for the finance, okay, finance perspective for, and also for the vendors perspective we have created. So our second set is also created. You can see we have a second set. This second set also it is created. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to make the sync. Okay, the synchronization we need to do. The synchronization name is called as master data synchronization, because earlier we have only one master data, means vendor master, but now we have a business partner, then vendor master. This both we need to sync, so then only it will come. Okay, how we do that synchronization, we can see. Okay, very important steps here, so just listen carefully. So we need to get back to the cross application again. Okay, get back to the cross application. There you can see an option called master data synchronization. Okay, you can see an option called master data synchronization. Get into this. Okay, so here also you need to go lot of drop downs. Okay, so you can practice for 1 or 2 times, so you will be getting that. Okay, it's not very tougher here. Yes, so here you can see the master data synchronization. Here you can see an option called the customer and vendor integration here. Okay, so just get into that. So there you can able to see an option called, okay, so the business partner setting. Okay, so get into the business partner setting here. So there you can able to see an option called, okay, the customer integration and vendor integration. We need to go into vendor integration. Okay, so get into the vendor integration, and there you can able to see an option called field assignment for vendor integration. Okay, so you can get into that, and there you can see an option called assign keys. Okay, get into this assign keys. There you will have an option. First option you can see define number assignment for direction from BP to vendor. You can see direction from BP to vendor. Okay, from BP to vendor we are going to connect here. Okay, so we are creating a BP and we are directing it to the vendor, right? So that particular information is what it mentioned here. Okay, just execute, you will find this one. Okay, you can see all the grouping, what our grouping and the vendor grouping, it means BP grouping and the vendor grouping we are mapping here. Okay, so our grouping will not be there. Okay, so we not have anything here, right? So what we need to do, we can search anyway. So we can find BP underscore T is there or not. You can see it is not there. So what we need to do, we need to sync that. So go for a new entry, and here you can sync for the grouping here. So BP underscore T. You can see, so our group is there. Same thing here also, we will be having BP underscore T. I think this is what I've given, I think. So yes, you can see, yes. The number range is different. Okay, this is the accounting number we created for the vendor perspective. This is for the BP perspective. Okay, just give an enter. So now you can understand this. Okay, we have created two groups. Okay, this is for the business partner perspective and this is for the vendor master perspective. So we have created two groups. So now this two groups is having two different number ranges. Okay, this is a different number range we assigned. Here we have assigned different number range. If you create a business partner along with the vendor master, what you will be getting? You will be getting a different number ranges between this both. Okay, so to make a synchronization, here we have an option called same number. You can see if you activate the same number, what will happen? See, you got an error. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this we know about this error because the number range for this and this is different. Okay, that we know, that we wantedly we given that one, right? So okay, that is clear. But if you give the same number, what will happen? So you create a business partner first and you save, you will get one number. And again you change a role to vendor and create a vendor master, you will get the same number. Okay, that will be equal, or else what will happen, you will not get that one. Okay, yes, we can see that one. Okay, we can create a business partner, we will get one number, and when we create a role with the vendor master, and you can see that one, it will be a different number range. Okay, the people will get confused. That is the reason you have this option, but it is not mandatory. If the people can able to manage, you can go with that. So that is why they have given this option. Okay, you can see this option is given. If you give this option, this number range should be equal. Both the number range should be equal, then only it can be possible, or else it not be possible. Now we given that. Okay, so this 2 is not matching. So it is saying that if I click on this itself, it will say, okay, the number range is not matching. You can see, because if both the number range are same, this is applicable. This is applicable, but we are not given the number range same. This number range is different and this is different. Okay, so maybe we can create one thing which a different number range. I will show you that. Then I will just give you the same number. How it will come, I will show you, because so based on the customer's requirement, you have to give the system and you have to tell all the pros and cons here. Okay, so what will be the this, what will be that. Okay, so based on that, because the customer is not aware of anything, right? So you have to guide them, so how to process this. Okay, so that is the way of a consultant, how you need to treat the customers. Okay, right, let me save this. Okay, let me save this. Okay, so this is the the configuration setup of a business partner. Okay, it seems a little bit complicated, but if you try for 2-3 times, so it will be very easy and it will be super easy. Okay, yes. Okay, so now I just give a recap. So what we did actually, okay, so we need to have 3 configurations here. Okay, so one is a BP role and one is an account grouping and one is a number range. So the 3 things we are doing in the 2 sets. Okay, one is for business partner. One is business partner. We have a general standard role we have, that is okay, and we have a one number range and we have created one accounting grouping in terms of business partner. And same thing from the vendor master perspective, we have created one more role for vendor. Okay, for vendor we created one more role and we created one accounting group. Okay, in supplier perspective, and we created one number range there. And what we did, okay, so this number range and this number range, we have given different number ranges. And when we try to sync this one, okay, so when we try to sync this particular thing, it is saying that the number is not matching, we cannot give that one. So what will be the result for us? Okay, when we create a business partner first, okay, the number range will be different, and again I'll just extending that to the vendor master, my number range will be different. So the user will get confused. That is the only point. Okay, so if you have a same number range, then you do the synchronization here. What will happen? The business partner, what number you create, the same number the vendor master also will create, so they don't need to remember multiple numbers here. Okay, so that is the ultimate use of this business partner here. That is the feature what SAP is claiming that, okay, it's going to be happen. Okay, yes. So this is what we are going to see now. Okay, so on the next session, so we are going to have this complete business. We are going to create a business partner. Okay, the configuration part is completed. Now we are going to create the business partner with this particular point. Okay, yes. So this business partner we are going to create, right? This business partner, okay, will consist of 3 views. How in business, in Metal Master, we have different views we have seen, right? So like that in a business partner, we have 3 views here. So first view is, it's a general data view. And second thing is a company, okay, code data view. Okay, and third thing is, it is a purchasing, okay, it is a purchasing, okay, so data view. So we have 3 data view we have, so we need to go for it. So this general data will have the, okay, BP general role. Okay, so we will be using the general role for activating this. Okay, other things we are not using. Okay, this is for the general role we are using this. For this both, right, this for both this company code and purchasing, we are using our vendor role. Okay, for this general data we are using the general common role, and for the company code and purchasing we are using our vendor role. That is why we created a 2 different role and 2 different accounting group. Okay, right. So this is what we are going to see on the next session. Okay, so let's see on the next session here. Okay, so I think till this you are okay with this. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. See you on the next session. Yes, thank you.